play one of these solo pieces that became kind of a signature piece for me, and kind of put me on the map instrumentally. It's a piece called Evening Bell. And how this began was I'd done one tour and played as a guest on the first Beefheart album I was on. It was called Doc at the Radar Station on Virgin. So 2 years later, I had a conversation with Epic Records. They didn't even know that Don was signed as an artist to Virgin, and they were the licensor in the U.S., which was absurd as far as I was concerned. And I got an A&R guy there who ran the department excited, Greg Geller. He said, I love CAPTAIN BEEFHEART. I would bankroll a record with Virgin, of course. So we got green-lighted. And so Don said, okay, on this album, I'm going to give you a piece to play, and I'll send you a tape. And he sent me a tape. It was labeled Evening Bell. And this is one of his piano tapes. There's actually, I think, a version that's, if you get Anton Corbin's DVD of a short documentary he did called Some Yo-Yo Stuff, you can hear half of it at the end play on piano. And he said, learn that on the guitar. So right away I said, hey man, you're using all 10 fingers. There's only 6 strings on a guitar. Man. How can I play this? And he said, you better find another 4. That's what I meant about Don. He loved to give you impossible tasks. He just loved that. He loved being diabolical like that. But it stretched you as a musician to try and find solutions. I struggled with it. I sat with the cassette for at least 6 weeks, and I would do about 5 seconds of music every day. I'd get up early. I had a day job then at CBS Records. I wrote ads for them, and I really hated this job. So this was what I was devoting all my real mental energy to, my off-hour time. I sat with this tape. I'd listen 5 seconds. And I said, what is he playing on the piano there? How do you play that? Where are these notes on the guitar? So I did it all that year, with a lot of close listening and backing the tape up, playing it, and finding the notes, and backing it up again. First off, I noticed, okay, the lowest note that he's hitting on this tape is a low D on the piano. Well, the guitar only goes down to E. I got to drop the string down. So. There I hit this low D string, right? The rest of the tuning is the same. The tonal center of the piece seemed to be D, but it meandered, went in and out of the keys. Don sometimes he would just pass his fingers over, and whatever pleasing notes he would hit upon would become the basis of this piece. So, but the low D seemed to anchor it, and that was one solution. So I sat there, for a long time, over many days, in the morning, and I just devoted myself to learning this. It became like a mantra to me, like as if I was a Buddhist scholar meditating. And the goal was to, achieve the perfect bliss by mastering this piece. So when I thought I was pretty well along and accomplished, I taped myself on the same cassette recorder I was listening to, and I sent it out to Don in Lancaster. We lived in the high Mojave Desert. And he said, that's pretty good, man, but it's not the whole thing. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, there's more, obviously. Okay? I'm going to send you another tape, which he did. Just tack that on where the first tape runs out to start learning this one, man. So that was another minute of music. So I had 2 discrete instrumentals memorized in my head. And the bitch was to try and join them up, I played this first instrumental perfectly, I had that down. And then I'd have to come to the end of the tape and leap over the chasm, onto the next instrumental that I'd learned. And it was very difficult to make that adjustment and to string the 2 pieces of music together so that it sounded fluent. And I could play it fluently. But I did eventually. I learned a lot how my memory worked back then, but it was just hard to paper over the crack in this piece. But finally I did it. And then he said, I want you to use my exploding note theory on this. I said, what is that? play every note as if it had no relation to the previous note or the subsequent note. Yeah, like bombs bursting in air, really staccato kind of attack. So that is what you hear if you get the record, Ice Cream for Crow. It was done only in a couple of takes. Evening Bells, I'm going to play it. Thanks very much, and stick around, have a nice break, and we'll see you in 20 minutes with I Have a Cat, Code de Crew.